What's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video today here on CodeNamePizza. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the entire solo Easter egg guide for the map 9 on Black Ops 4 Zombies. Now this whole guide is optimized for a solo player. Now you can follow this guide with a team as well and just use your team as backup. Everything will be exactly the same except from certain things that I've modified during the Easter egg run that a solo player will find so much easier to do. So if this video does help you out at all, make sure you do click that like button right now. I would really appreciate it. Let's see if we can aim for 2,115 likes. And if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button to become the latest member of the Pizza Club. But with that all out of the way, let's jump in to the full solo Easter egg guide for the map 9 on Black Ops 4 Zombies. So before we even jump into the game, let's have a look at our specialists, starting weapon, elixirs, all before we even get into the actual map itself. So all the elixirs that I'm running inside of this game for this easy guide are all classic elixirs. So as long as you are a high enough rank to unlock that elixir, you guys will be able to use it. So the elixirs that I use inside of this gameplay is going to be anywhere but here, which means you can teleport to any location around the map whenever you want. The next elixir that I'm using is Temporal Gift. Now Temporal Gift doubles the amount of time a drop can be on the map for. So let's say you see a double points, you drop this elixir and you will have double points for a full minute. It's really good. Definitely put this on. The next one I'm using is Burned Out. I actually didn't use it in this run at all, but Burnout is a very good elixir if you find yourself trapped and you think that you're going to get hit a few times. Put Burned Out on and you are not going to get hit as much. And the final one is going to be Stock Option. For the weapons that I'm using inside of this map, Stock Option is a great choice of elixir, so definitely put Stock Option on as well. Starting weapon, I go for the Strife just because I think it's the easiest one to use, and also when it comes to the specialist weapon, I'm using the Hammer of Valhalla. Now the grenade that I use is the Wraith Fire. Now the reason why I use this is because it's really good at killing zombies and getting equipment kills, but if you've only got regular grenades, that'll be fine as well. Now moving on to perks, our final thing we look at before we jump into the actual game. I run Stamina Up, I run Dying Wish, so you always have that extra chance before you actually go down. I've also got Quick Revive, just so you regenerate your health a little bit quicker. And the final perk, which I urge you guys to put on, there's going to be multiple steps in this Easter egg that will take advantage of this perk and allow you to complete this Easter egg so much quicker, which is going to be the Victorious Tortoise. Now this perk allows you to not take any damage as long as your shield is out, and I'm going to be showing you guys one of the steps a little bit later on, which means that you are 100% invincible on that step. And I also make sure we've got the modifier on this perk as well, just so then it adds extra power to your shield when you are against mini bosses. But that's everything before we jump into the map. So now let's start the game of 9 and let's have a look at what we do first. So as soon as you spawn into the map 9, you're going to be making your way over to one of the flags around the map that you're going to melee the rope on, and that's going to start your challenges. Now as soon as you've started the challenges, I totally advise you guys to complete 3 of them before you even leave the starting room. There's only one challenge that you might get that you're going to have to leave for, which is sliding underneath one of the traps. So as long as you don't get that, stay inside the spawn room until you've completed the 3 challenges. You'll get your extra life from the first one, you'll get 500 points from the second one, and then finally you'll get your upgraded pistol as the 3rd and final challenge. So once you've got that upgraded pistol, it's going to make it so much easier to go around the map and do the Pack-a-Punch challenges. So the first one that you're going to do is inside of the Ra Tower. So make your way over there, go to the top floor, you're going to go and activate this gong right here, which will bring in a challenger. Now there's 4 of these gongs around the map, 1 in each tower, and every time you ring one of the gongs, it's going to bring in this challenger. Now those challengers can be a gladiator. Another one that you can get is a gladiator and a brawler. You can have that one again, and then the 4th and final one that you could possibly get is 4 tigers. Now they're going to be random. There's no way of knowing which challenger you're going to get in which location, but it's always going to be one of those 4. So make sure you use your starting pistol on that challenger, kill him, and he will drop a head. Pick up the head, and that's your first piece to Pack-a-Punch. And while you're inside of the Ra area as well, make sure you grab the piece to the shield. There's one going to be on this wall right here, or on the right wall, or on the back wall. You will find the shield piece in one of those locations. Once you've done that, cross the drawbridge and go and hit the gong again inside the Danu temple. Once you've done that, the next challenger will spawn into the map, kill the challenger, and once again you will receive a head. Pick up that head, and now you've got 2 pieces to the Pack-a-Punch. Make your way down the stairs and follow the loop round underground until the Odin room. Once you get up to Odin, make your way to the top floor, ring the gong again, once again kill the challenger will drop another head, and then you've got 3 pieces to the Pack-a-Punch. But before you leave the Odin area, make sure you pick up the next part to the shield, which can either be up against this barrel right here, it could be on the lower level that's going to be on the shield rack, and the final location is on the bottom floor in the corner of the room right here. Now make your way over to the Zeus Tower, where you're once again going to go to the top floor, ring the gong, get the challenger in, kill the challenger, get their head, and then find the final shield piece, which is either either going to be on this statue right here, the statue on the lower level, or finally on this mantle inside of the bloodbath room. Once you've got all of those heads and all of those shield pieces, make your way over to the shield rack, build the shield, and make your way into the middle of the room where you are going to go and place the heads on these stakes. Once you place the heads on the stakes, the pack-a-punch will open, and that is step 1 completed. Now, while you are inside of this pack-a-punch room, make your way over to the corner of each side. You'll find a different piece to the acid trap on each side. The first one that you guys can find is the chain, and the second one that you guys are going to find on the opposite side of the room is the gear. Once you've found those two, make your way to the corridor between the Danu and the Ra temple. Inside of that corridor, you will see a bowl that is on fire. Shoot that bowl, the bowl will drop down, and it will cause a bigger fire inside of that room. Make your way up to the top of the Ra tower and cross the bridge between Ra and Danu. In the middle of the bridge, if you look down, you'll notice that there is now flames on the ground. Now, these flames show an arrow to which tower you need to go into to collect a head for the wonder weapon. So I'm going to show you guys all the locations where this head can be inside of your game, depending on which way the arrow is facing. So if the fire arrow is facing towards Ra, it's going to be on the bottom floor of the Ra tower behind this fire bowl right here. If the fire arrow is facing towards Danu, you're going to find this head for the wonder weapon inside of the water on the bottom floor of the Danu temple. If your fire arrow is facing towards Odin, you are going to find it in the corner of this cauldron right here on the bottom floor of Odin's temple. And finally, if your fire arrow is facing towards Zeus, you are going to find it inside of the bloodbath on the bottom floor of Zeus. Now, once you've got that head, make your way up to the spawn, and because you completed those 3 challenges earlier to collect your pack-a-punch pistol, you will now see a cauldron sat in the middle of the challenge platform. Pick up that cauldron, and now you've got all pieces to the acid trap. Make your way over to one of the buildable acid trap locations around the map. The one that I personally use is inside the corridor between the spawn and the Ra tower. So make your way over there, hold square on this piece right here where you're going to be able to build the cauldron, and then place the head down on the grate. Once the head's on the grate, you can activate the cauldron, and you'll notice that the acid that comes down from the cauldron will melt that head down into what looks to be a scorpion. You can now pick up that scorpion, and now you need to make your way into the middle of the spawn area. You don't exactly have to be in this location. You can be wherever you want, but I just do it here because this is where your next piece is going to spawn in. Make sure the hand that is next to your point is facing 100% up and fully green. If it's not, just do a few rounds, complete a few challenges, don't go down, don't go in the fire, and it will finally turn green and pointing up. Once that thumb is pointing up into the air and smoking green, don't go into the fire, don't go down, and complete a full round. At the start of the next round, you'll hear a voice mention that you have received a gift from Sir Ket. You'll now notice that you can go and find a gold vase in the middle of the spawn area. Pick up that vase and make your way down to the lower area of the Danu tower. You'll find this tree right here with a hole inside the tree. Melee the tree, and that will put the scorpion that you picked up earlier from the acid trap into that tree. Look down at the ground, place down that gold vase, and you'll notice that there is now acid coming from that scorpion and going into that vase. Now all you've got to do is flip the round. Once you flip the round, you'll notice that the vase is now full of green poison. Pick up that poison, go over to the mystery box, interact with the left-hand side of the mystery box, and now the mystery box will be poisoned. Your first hit on this mystery box right now will be the wonder weapon, the Death of Orion, and this will pack-a-punch also into the Sir Ket's Kiss. At this point, you guys can make your way into the middle of the map. Your goal now is to find a skull, but it's a specific skull. It's a skull with a blue swirl on the top of the forehead area. Once you found that blue swirl skull, activate your specialist and the blue skull will pop out of the wall. So right now there's around 8 locations for this skull to spawn in on, and I'm showing you guys a diagram on screen right now of where you can find every single one of these skull locations. So just use this map, find your skull on this step, activate your specialist, and the skull will come out the wall and you can pick it up. Once you've done that, take the skull that you just picked up over to the flooded crypt room. Now that you're there, you'll notice that there is now a grinder spawned in to the map. This can spawn in 3 locations inside of the flooded crypt, but because the flooded crypt is so small, you will not have any issues finding where these locations are. Go and place the skull inside of the grinder, and now charge up your wonder weapon and fire the charge shot at the grinder. This will start to grind the skull down. Wait until the electricity stops on that grinder and do the same thing again. Fire a charge shot at the grinder. Once again, the electricity will run out. Do it one more time, and the skull will be 100% ground down to powder. Go and pick up the powder, and that is your first piece to the next step of the Easter egg. You've got 2 more pieces that you have to go and get. So at this point, you guys are gonna have to start flipping rounds until you get a gladiator into the map. A gladiator is one of the big dudes who carries axes. Your goal is to take him over to this tower right here, where you're gonna make him throw his axe at. As soon as the axe interacts with that tower, you'll notice that a piece of wood will fall off that tower. Pick up the piece of wood and go and place it in the cauldron on the bottom floor of the Odin tower. Once it's placed in the cauldron, you're gonna have to flip 2 full rounds. As soon as the 2 rounds flip, you'll notice that this wood has now changed to charcoal and you can pick it up. That is your second piece to the next step of this Easter egg. Your final piece of this puzzle is to go and get poop. That's right, you guys heard me correctly, poop. Go up to the spawn area of the map and run into the fire. Make sure you are not getting your health down to 0 at this point. You don't want to go down, but make sure your health regens and run through the fire again. Every 2 times you run through that fire, the hand next to your points will start to decrease and make it to way so it's facing down. Your goal here is to make that hand next to your points face 100% down and red. As soon as you do that, you'll notice that the crowd will start throwing drops at you. And this drop is poop. You can go and pick it up. It will take 250 points off you, and now make your way down to the bottom of the Zeus tower, where you can go and place all these 3 ingredients into the bowl right here. At this point, once again, you've got to flip another round, or even 2 in some of the games that I play. Once you flip those 2 rounds, you can make your way back and pick up all the ingredients. Now that you picked up all of those ingredients, make your way over to the bottom floor of the Danu tower, where you can now place them all down onto the ground right here. Once again, at this point, you are going to have to flip 2 rounds, so during those 2 rounds, get yourself set up with the next few things I mentioned. The first thing that you 100% need is to get a decent weapon. For this Easter egg, I advise you guys to keep the wonder weapon and get yourself the Hellion rocket launcher. That rocket launcher is so good, so try and keep your hands on that. Also, use the mystery box to try and get yourself the Munculus. They're the brand new monkey bombs inside of this game, and they are really good. So I advise the Hellion and the monkey bombs. At this point, you also need to go and double pack-a-punch that Hellion until it's got the elemental pack-a-punch firebomb on it. You will need firebomb for this step. After a couple of rounds have passed, make your way back to where you placed down all the ingredients before, and the ingredients should now be glowing. At this point, train a few zombies around the room and get one to run over the ingredients. Fire your firebomb weapon at the zombie and kill him over those ingredients, and the room will turn to white. Once the rooms come out of the white phase, you now need to stand and interact with the floor where all of the ingredients were. Be careful at this point because zombies will spawn in, so throw a homunculus or use your specialist weapon and it will spawn you into a mini boss fight arena inside of the Danu temple. Your goal inside of this is to blow off the red bubbles on the tree. So you've got a Hellion, which is double pack-a-punched. It's really strong, so this won't be difficult for you guys at all. At this point, I advise you guys to use the stock option elixir. It's a really good elixir to use on this step because it won't take ammo from the clip, it will take ammo from the stock. So you've got so much ammo with that rocket launcher. Also, make sure you throw homunculuses so then the zombies can't come after you while you are doing this. You can have one on the bottom floor. Once you finish that, you will be rewarded with a max ammo. Then make your way to the middle floor, do the same again, throw the homunculus, shoot at the tree until the red bubbles pop. It will reward you once again with another max ammo, and then finally make your way to the top floor where you're going to do the exact same thing again, and as soon as you are finished, it will teleport you back to the main map. At this point, your next job is to make sure that you have got a shield with ammo in it. You'll now notice that you have got bull symbols that have spawned into the map. The bull symbols are a circle shape with a bull face on them. Your job right now is to fire the shield at the bull symbols. So I'm going to run around the map right now and quickly show you guys where every single one is. The first one is going to be inside the flooded crypt, through this hole in the wall and through this doorway on the wall behind it. The second one that you guys might be able to find this on is on the bridge between Zeus and Odin on the wall behind that bridge. The next one that you guys might be able to find it on is inside of the Danu tunnel up these stairs on the wall. The next location that you guys might be able to find this on is at the Odin Zeus temple entrance on the wall behind this window. The next one that you guys might be able to find it on is in the wall through this window in the pit. The next one is inside of the temple on this back wall right here. The next one is on the bottom floor of the Ra tower on this wall right here. The next one is in the arena on this back wall. And the final one is inside of the Danu altar room outside of the map on this wall right here. They are the 9 known locations that you can find those symbols. So you guys should be able to find exactly where your symbols are inside of that game. So you can have 4 symbols that spawn in. Go and fire your shield at all of those symbols, and when you do activate a symbol, a gladiator will spawn into the map. Kill that gladiator, he will drop an orb, and the orb will float up to the Ra tower. Once you've done that for all 4 of the symbols that you spawn in, make your your way over to the Ra Tower. At this point, you guys will need these symbols that I'm showing you on screen right now. There is also an extra one of these symbols, which is going to be the Blight Father symbol. So if the symbol pops up that isn't on this list, it's going to mean it's a Blight Father. So your goal right now is to make your way over and interact with the symbol on this pole. Once you interact with it, symbols will start showing up on this tower. The order that they show up is the order that you need to kill that specific zombie. So because you guys are playing solo, as soon as it shows one of the symbols, pause your game, look at this sheet, translate what zombie you need to kill first, then unpause it. Then see the next symbol and do the same again. Third symbol, same again. Fourth symbol, same again. Once you've been shown the 4 symbols, zombies will spawn in and you need to kill the zombies in that particular order. It's okay if you kill normal zombies, but if you kill a different zombie that you are supposed to that is also on that list, you will have failed the step and you'll have to flip around. So let's say, for example, your symbols show tiger, water, electric, poison. Once it spawns you in, you go and kill those zombies in that order. Once you finish with that, you'll notice that the tower now has those symbols permanently on the tower. And you are going to have to do this again. So interact with the tower once again. This is your second go at this and do the exact same thing. Now, every game that I've played solo, it has always included a Blight Father onto this list. So just be careful. It's going to be a lot more tougher at this point, but just make sure you kill them in the correct order once again, and you'll be able to move on to the next step. Once you've completed that challenge, make your way down to the spawn area of the map, where you can now interact with the altar in the middle of the challenge podium. At this point, there's going to be 4 locations underground after it spawns you in underground, which have screws coming out of the windows. Your job is to shoot the screws until they disappear. With the rocket launcher, it only took me 3 blasts to actually get rid of the screws. The first location is inside of the collapsed tunnel. The next location is inside of the Odin tunnel. The next location is inside of the Danu tunnel. And the final location is inside of the cursed room. After you put all of those screws into the roof by using your weapon, you now need to go and double pack-a-punch once again. And if you do have that rocket launcher, once again, you are fine to keep that. Go and pack-a-punch your weapon again until you now have the ammo type, which is called Kilowatt. Once you've got Kilowatt, you can make your way back to the spawn area of the map, where you'll now notice that there is electrical circles in each corner of the room. Your job is to kill zombies over these electrical circles with the weapon with Kilowatt on. Now, the easiest and fastest way that I found to do this is to just use gladiators. I just kept flipping the rounds until I got gladiators, because every 2 gladiators or brawlers will charge these towers. So just 2 in each corner will instantly charge them. It makes it so much easier. So I would wait for gladiators, but if you've not got the rocket launcher and you've got a normal weapon, all you've got to do is just get Kilowatt kills inside of those electrical circles. Once you've activated each of those electrical towers by getting enough kills inside of the circles, you'll now notice that there is now 4 glowing orbs in the middle of the map. Go and activate one of the orbs, and this will then spawn you into an ultimate specialist weapon round. There'll be hundreds of gladiators that come into the spawn of the map, but you'll have unlimited specialist weapon to kill them with. So if you are using the Hammer of Valhalla that I recommended before, make sure you are slamming down all the time and meleeing as well. It shouldn't be too difficult. You guys should easily be able to do this if you've got that Hammer of Valhalla. So good luck. You'll be absolutely fine. And once you've completed that, there's now going to be 3 locations around the map where you need to go and fire your wonder weapon at. Now just go to the exact locations where I do, shoot in the exact way, and you will complete this step very, very easily. So the first location I'm going to show you guys is inside of the pit, where you're going to shoot it right here where the symbol is, and you don't have to do a charge shot. Once again, you just do a normal shot with that wonder weapon. As soon as you see the little blue flash on that symbol and it stays there forever, that means that you've done it correctly. The next one you can go and get is inside of the Danu temple. So just once again, shoot it exactly where I do. As soon as you see the spark, the symbol will stay on forever then, and your final one that you have to go and do is inside of the crypts, where once again, do the exact same thing. Doesn't have to be a charge shot, just a normal shot with that wonder weapon, exactly where I do. The symbol will spark, then it will stay on, and now you can go on to the final step of the Easter egg before the boss fight. At this point, make sure that you have got all of your perks, especially the tortoise perk that I told you guys to use before. You need to make your way over to the room that you built the shield in. Once you get to that room, buy yourself a fresh shield. Go and stand on the metal grate and use the interact button to start the next step. Once the next step starts, you will be stuck in this room until you finish finish this step. You can have multiple zombies, tigers, gladiators, and even blight fathers spawning into this room constantly. So most people would tell you to use your wonder weapon, use your specialist weapon all the time, but not me. The reason why I told you guys to keep that turtle perk on before is because you are invincible as long as your shield is out. But you're also in the room where the shield is. You have an unlimited supply of shield ammo. Just by as soon as you're running out of ammo or getting that shield hit once, you can literally just buy more ammo from that table for 1,000 points. And because you get points on this round from killing the zombies, you basically got the unlimited supply of shield ammo. It makes this so much easier, and it's impossible for you to go down as long as you keep on rebuying a new shield. So keep killing zombies with the ammo, keep killing the gladiators, the tigers, the electrical zombies, the fire zombies, the water zombies, and even the blight fathers, and keep constantly getting yourself a new shield, and you will easily be able to do this step very, very quickly. Once this step is fully completed, you'll notice that you can now go and pick up a key, which is on the grate. Pick up that key, and you are now ready to go into the boss fight. At this point, make sure that you've got all your perks, make sure that you've got a brand new shield, make sure you've at least pack-a-punched your Hellion rocket launcher at least 4 times, just so you know it's the maximum strength that it could possibly be. And in my game, I just kept the wonder weapon, but you guys can pick whatever other weapon you want. I didn't personally use my second weapon in the boss fight at all. But just make sure you've got those things, and make sure you've got your homunculus ready, and go into the boss fight by activating the portal that is inside of the gate inside of the spawn room. Once you get inside of that boss fight, you're going to notice that the gate on the left-hand side is going to start spawning in tigers and gladiators. Throw an homunculus, they will all go after that homunculus, and just use your rocket launcher. You'll be able to kill them so fast. Literally one bullet will take out like 5 of these gladiators, and of course the tigers are so much weaker, so you're going to be able to take those out a lot easier as well. Now these gladiators do drop a ridiculous amount of max ammo, so you're going to be absolutely fine with that as well. Just remember, during this boss fight, keep on dropping your homunculuses, and you're going to be absolutely fine. After you've taken out all the tigers and the gladiators, the elephant will spawn in. The elephant is the main boss of this map, and the way you take out this elephant is by shooting the gem/chains on the side of the elephant. Either side, it's got a gem with chains attached to. So, in my opinion, throw your homunculus, pop the stock option elixir, and then just constantly fire your pack-a-punch rocket launcher at those chains and the gem. It won't take that long for the chains to break, and once they do, the elephant will be exposed for you to just fire your rocket launcher at the gem on its face. It will literally take around 4 bullets once that chain is off to shoot that gem and knock the elephant down. Once you finish that elephant, the next elephant will then spawn in. You're going to do exactly the same that you did to the first elephant, so shoot the chains and the gem on the sides first with this new elephant, and then shoot the gem on its head once again. The only difference is this elephant is a lot stronger when it's got its chains attached, because he's got snipers on his back, and one sniper shot can down you. So just make sure you are absolutely laying into those gems on the side and the chains as your main priority to begin with. Throw those homunculuses, get all the gladiators, tigers, and zombies away from you, get the chains off. Once the chains are off, shoot him in the gem on his head once again. You will have then completed the entire Easter egg, and the cutscene will start to play. And there you go. That is the entire solo guide for the 9 Easter egg on Black Ops 4 Zombies. I have made this Easter egg guide as easy as I could possibly do it for you guys on solo, so go ahead, send me tweets at CodeNamePizza letting me know that you guys have completed this, and also leave in the comment section below that you managed to beat it after watching this guide. If you guys haven't done already and this video has helped you out at all, make sure you absolutely leave a like on the video right now. We're going to be aiming for 2,115 likes, and if you guys haven't done already as well, make sure you click that subscribe button to become the latest member of the Pizza Club. I hope you guys enjoyed the guides, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you for watching, and peace out.